City than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
26. 57.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 83 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
15, 15. Whoa. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No pass. Use the mic. Cut.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Carson, who is a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards, and the game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road. On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, defense, let's go. Hang out.
On first down, Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Rodgers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
50 seconds to Mike. I got one. Bravo. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Check. Mike 42. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 14, Friday.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk